Hello, I'm John Proxy, and this is Extreme Meatpunks Forever, powered by blood. Welcome to the proximity. This is the next step in my Itch.iOdyssey. And remember to tweet with the hashtag Meatpunk, for a chance to end up as a character in the game. I don't know if that's still true, because this game is a couple of years old now, but we can see in the menu. Here's some of the characters. I do like how they've shunted them up there. Well, there we go. Very mysterious. Let's return. I'm not going to have a look at those. We're going to press new game. This is a story about a world much like our own. The people there are like the ones here. They're weird, they're messy, they're trying their best in a broken world. Most things are the same. There are a few differences, though. First off, well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Episode 1, Pilots, Part 1. A seedy dive bar at the edge of sundown. It's a Saturday, and the game's on the radio. Sam and Jason are at the bar. Jason is exuberant as the Blood Masons score a point. Sam gives off a weak smile. Oh, go Blood Masons! Hey, go Blood Masons. Wait, I zoned out. What were we talking about? Just talking about... okay, I'm Sam. I think something about the game. Okay. I still can't believe you've never heard of Bloodsport Ultra Bowl before. Guess I just don't keep up with sports much. Nerd. Anyways, so Bloodsport is the best mech pilot sport. Sorry, I'm going to clunk the microphone. Apologies for that. You get factions from all around the continent vying for power and fame and shit. My favourite team is the Blood Masons, but I hear the Meatpunks team is also pretty cool. So tonight the Blood Masons are up against the FASH collective, and, no wait, I should explain points first. It's 2 people in there, each in a starving mech. And there's this fountain of blood, right in the middle of the ring. And you've got to push your opponent out of the ring. Each time you do so, you score a point. Up to 5 in a regular match, or 7 in an Ultra Bowl match. But you've got to eat the blood in the fountain or your mech might pass out. So you've got to eat it while fighting. So the Blood Mason lead player, Blood and Asphalt, has this huge rivalry with the FASH collective lead player. They're brothers or cousins or some shit. And the FASH one's evil, right? Obviously. But the Blood Mason guy never gives up on him. Beats his ass again and again. Holy shit. His own brother. The dude is so raw. Haha, that's great. I swear, as soon as I'm out of this shithole, as soon as I get the chance, I'm going to see a match live. Blood all over the stadium. Sam looks like he has something he wants to say, but the Blood Masons score the winning point and Jason loses his shit. Ah! Jason notices a couple of brooding fans wearing the grayscale of the FASH collective. In your face, FASH punks! Hey, Jason? Y'all suck at sports and y'all suck at life! The two look at each other and get up in unison. Jason, buddy, you should probably... I'm gonna kick your ass! No, wait! I'm too drunk to kick your ass! My friend Sam is gonna kick your ass! Oh, goddammit. I heard you could fight. Look, I don't want to... Lamau. Do I pronounce that as Lamau or laugh my ass off? Yeah, I took a sip. That was more than a sip, John. Why'd you come in here if you didn't want to fight for your right to live? Lol. Just fuck off and let me have this beer in peace. I've had a long day and this incredibly racist joke. Lamau, look at him, he's stumped. Guess you couldn't deal with our intellectual rigor, lol. There's no way I'm getting out of this without fighting you, is there? Lamau, nope. Fuck it, fine, parking lot, 5 minutes. They leave sneering and giggling about getting a rise out of you. God, they suck. Hell yeah, you've got this, dude. So you're gonna back me up? I'm too drunk to drive. God damn it. You are Sam. Continue. It's a nice effect at the bottom there. So yes, one of the reasons I'm playing these games, one is because I just want to experience things that I haven't before, and sort of these indie games. This one's a pretty good example of it. Is something I just don't have much experience in, perspective-wise. The other reason is I'm making my own game, and I can sort of look at these techniques, and I can say certain things I like or certain things I don't like. So one of the things I'm not massively keen on is the font and the style of the writing constantly coming up like that. But I do like this little effect here. Yeah, I don't like that it does that with the text. Because it's where my eyes are going. Now, I know there is a style to it. And it might be that the style is more important. And the fact the click to continue doesn't really need to exist once I understand how to click. Jason follows you out of the parking lot, stumbling over his feet. What happens is, I look at the centre of the screen, and that moves left, so I follow that. But that's constantly, because it's going out like that, my eyes want to look at both places, and it's just sort of uncomfortable. Click to continue. But then again, I don't necessarily want all games to be the same, and I kind of like to see games try these ideas that I don't necessarily enjoy. It also sort of gives me an extra bit of confidence on my really weird system of writing in my game, where it's all on the right-hand side of the screen, and you've got to... Anyway, I shouldn't be talking about my game right now. You climb inside the ribcage, wrinkling your nose as the stench hits you. Rot, smell, and grass cuttings, fertilizer, leftovers from the day's work. Oh, is this the ribs of the mech? I do like this graphical style. I like that they've done these kind of ASCII art. You grab the shoulder meat and strap yourself in. You grit your teeth, whisper your name, and plunge your neck backwards into the spike. A shock of millions of new neurons entering your system makes you double over. Also the meat mechs. Cool idea. Your digging claws scratch the asphalt, uneven and cracked, feeling every inch. It's hard to control, but you've learned how to write it out. After a few seconds you stand. You are roots among ash. Hey, Jason, you're going to talk me through this, right? Absolutely, 100%. You got this, bud. Okay, I've never really been in a mech fight before. Is this the main thing? Just going to move my keyboard slightly closer and adjust my mic. Sorry about any clunky noises. What? But you talk about piloting all the time! Yeah, on a farm, you know, my job. Okay. Jason lowers his voice down and gets close to you. The volume might be actually a little bit loud. So, okay, so you're going to use the WASD keys to move around? Or the arrow keys, I guess? Either one works. What does that even mean? Think about a keyboard and press those keys to move around. Okay, fine. Okay, awesome. Look, just tell me how to throw a punch or something. Okay, right, yes. Okay, so imagine you're holding a mouse, right? And you squeeze it with your left finger. You'll punch whatever the mouse is pointing. What? But wait! If you squeeze it with the right finger, kaplow! What does that mean? I don't know! It does something different for every pilot. So if I squeeze the left side of the mouse, I throw a punch in the direction you're pointing with the mouse. Right. If I squeeze the right side, something will happen. Yeah! Try it out, dude! So this is my punch. Of course I can... Whoa! How'd you do that? I don't know, I just thought about the mouse and the next thing I knew I was 20 feet away. Awesome! A short range teleporter. Spam! We're gonna do this or what? Lol. Yeah, fuck it, let's dance. Gay, lol. Jeez, it's like you want me to kick your ass. Holy shit! Whoa, I knocked him out! Yeah! What should I do now? Make him feel shame! What? Punch his mech into that ditch over to the north! Ugh, where am I? Lol. Shit, right, he got up. Knock him out again, and I won't distract you this time. Remember, push him into the ditch. Crap. Hell yeah! You sure showed him. Haha, I guess so. We should run from the cops now. Wait, what? Did you just beat up a FASH? Cops like FASH. You didn't think to bring this up earlier. I thought you knew. We've got a few seconds though if you want to ask me any questions about fighting. I am, as they say, an expert. You mean expert? Yes! Sorry, I accidentally pronounced it correctly. I'm covering his name. I should probably be on the other side. Here we are. I'll lean the other direction to compensate. Let's get going. Haha, yeah, I hear sirens. Let's jet. Sam and Jason take off into the night, twin broken machines pushing against the void for just a little longer. Tomorrow they'll be pulled apart, but tonight they run in sync, years of history egging them on. There's nothing but the plain and the sky for miles. Stars shine bright down on them, pushing through the cornstalks, scream sirens quietly echoing in the distance. They'll never find us out here. Haha, yeah. I'm invincible! Shush. I'm invincible! There's a moment of silence. I think... What? I'm really gonna miss you. That's not what I told him to say. Aw, I'm gonna miss you too. Well, we'll keep in touch, right? Yeah, I'll radio you as soon as I can. Okay, good. I don't want to lose you. The two spend the night in the cornstalks, losing hours to each other's memories. In a few hours, they'll be torn apart by wants and needs, futures shredding pasts, both going to where the other can't follow. But now, in this moment, time is theirs. Until the bride comes, they're together how they should be. Just a little longer. Just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. The next day, across town, Gas slowly walks up the aisle, stocking the shelves with radios, crystals, cereal boxes, little flying things. They should be going faster, but their exhaustion betrays them. They stop to examine the blood potion when a shout rings out behind them. Hey, Cass. Cass jumps a little, but tries not to show it. Liana would never let them forget it if she managed to scare them. How's it going? Oh, you know. Stocking the shelves and shit. How are you? Wait, there's something different about you. I get to... You're not wearing your uniform. Oh yeah. Manager's out today. Not coming back until after my shift ends. Oh, rad. Got the place to ourselves. Wait, hold on. You're also not wearing your uniform. What's your excuse? I like to live on the edge. Hold on. Shouldn't you be working the register? Nah, it's all self-checkout now. They've fired like 4 guys over it. Jesus. Yeah, I'm lucky they kept me on. Hey, what are you up to tonight? Probably corn screaming. I don't know what that means. Again! I swear you spend so much time in those fields. Some farmer's gonna think you're a feral, go out with a bow and arrow, and you're a goner. It's therapeutic, okay? You just go out there and scream. You can scream anywhere, nerd. You should hang out with me tonight. I'll promise there'll be screaming. That's ominous. I run a Meatpunk group in the church. Wait, what? You mean like the hardcore anti-fascist Meatpunks? Yeah, those. How did this even happen? Remember when I wanted to start a fight club and you said no? Because they're a horrible idea, not to mention illegal. All the fun stuff is illegal, Cass. Anyway, I started looking into alternatives. Almost went for a roller derby, but it's hard to get a mech to wear roller skates. So I rented out the church community room once a week for a Meatpunk group. Got flyers and everything. Wow. Sorry, my belly's rumbling. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I'm cooking stuff, don't I? Wow. Please come. It'd mean a lot to me. Alright. But if this ends up with us running from the cops, I'll kick your ass. You'd know I'd win. Later, across town. The heat is almost overwhelming on these hot summer afternoons. The only saving grace is the dryness, and that's not always assured. A flyer stuck to a power pole that's more staples than wood at this point comes unstuck and slowly drifts to the ground. Stays there for a minute. I like the colour scheme of this screen. The silence is near complete. Nobody wants to be outside on a day like this. Then a light breeze picks it up and nudges it towards a single mech walking down the street. The pilot gets out, trudges over, picks up the flyer. He scans it through the bleary eyes, turns the paper over a couple of times. There's a few seconds of consideration as he stands still. Nothing moves around him. He checks the sky, empty as ever, and shoves the paper in his pocket. He saunters back to his mech, just a little more spin in his step. There are a million ways this could go, but one thing sticks in his mind. Tonight is going to change everything. End of episode 1. Continue. I think I can only save here. Okay, I know I'm wasting time, but the worry is that... you know what, let's just continue, it's fine. Save and continue. Pilots Part 2. Cass and Liana wait in the church community room, watching the door. What time is it? Cass checks the clock at 6:30. Thanks. What time zone? What? What time zone? Eastern, Central, Hell Zone, Mountain, Pacific? It's our time zone. Don't they change though? No. You sure? I'm pretty sure they change. Yes, I'm sure. Okay. And just checking, the time zone we live in is Hell Zone. Okay. I knew that. The silence is broken by a creak at the door to the community room. As the door to the community room slowly opens, a stranger hastily sticks his head in the door. Hey, is this the Meatpunk group? I saw your flyers and oh shit, hey, hi. Oh, thank God. I hope I'm not late. The flyer said 6 o'clock, mountain time for some reason. Oh my God, Liana. Look, I'm gay, okay? I can't do maths. That's not even... whatever. Shouldn't we do introductions? Oh, right. Everyone say your name and pronouns. Thanks. Everyone say your name and pronouns, and there should be some kind of question, right? Ooh, good catch. Everyone say your name, pronouns, and where you're from? Sure, that works. I'm Brad, he, him, and I never fucking learned how to read. What? Sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm from Sundown, lived here my whole life. My parents are from down south though. Oh, nice, I've been here for my whole life. Oh yeah. Also, Cass, they, them. Oh, rad. It's wild having, like, a history with this place, you know? I get it. I'm Leanna, she, her, and I'm from a little town out of the mountains. Moved out when I was a kid. I really grew up in the city. Sometimes I wonder what could have been. It's at this moment that Sam walks through the door. Hey, is this the Meatpunk group? I saw the flyer and... You! Sam! You? Leanna! What are you doing here? Put this thing together! What are you doing here? Haha! What's happening? I have no idea. Should we do something? Wait, why am I mad at you again? You don't remember? Okay, yeah, I have an idea. I'll take Leanna, you take the new guy. Okay, I'll try. Hey folks, it's time to break into smaller groups and discuss. You are so boneheaded. Boneheaded? You ruined my fucking life. I ruined your life? Come on. If you can hear me, clap once. Brad claps. If you can hear me, clap twice. Brad claps twice. If you can hear me, clap 3 times. Brad claps 3 times. What? Okay, thank you, Brad. It's time to move on to the discussion. How about we break into smaller groups and talk about your experience with mech fights? Hey Sam, over here. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Oh, it's Brad, he, him. Nice to meet you, Brad. Haha! Let's talk about mechs now. Oh, okay. Have you been in a mech fight before? No, not directly. But I spend most of my free time modding them, so I know a lot about them. My newest mech is this incredible Yote model, 348, that I found and just abandoned out of town a few months back. It was in rough condition, but had the most incredible neural muscle relay, and I just had to nurse it back to health, you know? So I was able to use some parts around. Had to go scrapping for the others. But do you know the real kicker? Sure. By double laying certain nerve groups along the spine ridge, I was able to overclock the mech's muscles and release massive amounts of energy. I call it my knockout attack, because it's guaranteed to knock my opponent out of the ring. Also because it knocks me out. Haha, wow. It's honestly incredible. Oh my god, thank you. Oh fuck, I rambled a little bit, didn't I? Honestly, it's okay. It's cool how into mechs you are. Thank you. OMG, tell me about your mech. Sorry, I didn't mean to ramble. I don't know, my mech's nothing special. It's old. Probably 50 or 60. I'll be down, you know. Oh, cool. Mechs from those days are so cool. Did you know they used to sometimes use human flesh in the older models? They'd kidnap people and... Nope, I'm rambling again. Have you ever been in a mech fight before? Yeah, I was in a mech fight last night. Whoa, what? Yeah, I was out over in a bar on the edge of town and a couple of FASH started bothering me and my friends, so we... Oh, shit. What? I only beat up one of them. Where did the other one go? Oh, shit. That's... something I probably gonna have to deal with, probably. Hey, it's getting kind of late. Should we wrap up? Oh, probably. Hey, Cass. Sam points at his wrist and Cass nods. Alright, so, that's a pretty good session. We only have this room for another 10 minutes, so we should probably... Wait, we should figure out a leader. Do we really need a leader? I mean, yeah, a leader sounds like a good idea. We need somebody to figure out where to meet and stuff. Okay, fair enough, should we? I nominate Cass. I also nominate Cass. Oh, okay. Sam, thoughts? Look, I don't trust anybody. You seem cool, though. Alright. Let's meet again next week. Figure out plans then. Been a long night. Let's all head home. Sounds good. The four put up the folding chairs and leave the church. Outside, the summer air tastes bitter on the tongue, As the temperature drops, there's no telling, I like this colour scheme as well, how long it's been until the bright comes back. It would be a perfect night for wistful walks in the dark, staring up at the stars, except for one problem. A large crowd of angry FASH standing right outside the church. Ah, fuck. A FASH steps out from the throng. Literally the only difference between him and everyone else is that he has a hat. Are you the Meatpunks? Yes! Damn it. Look, they were going to figure it out anyway. Hold on. Does this guy look familiar to anybody? Take a sip from my drink. You will pay for your crimes! That was the hat FASH, by the way. Lamau, you, and he slurs, are getting what's coming to you. Tonight, justice will prevail. The night of retribution is upon us. Let's take Liana. Because we've tried out Sam before. Liana rolls to her mech. You, hat guy! You talk like an asshole. I'm going to kick your ass. Everyone stay back, this is going to get messy. You are Liana. Right now, you feel like you've always used to feel before a fight. A little scared, but mostly excited and angry. You're not good with emotions. You climb into the ribcage, grab the shoulder meat, and strap yourself in. It's a new body, but the techniques are the same. Hit hard, hit fast. You shove your neck into the nerve spike. Hurts like a motherfucker. You ride it out, feel the new neurons attached to you, feel how they move. New body, new chance to make things right. Time to kick some ass. You're Crash Queen. The bitter cliffside air makes you cough as you stand. What are Liana's abilities? Crush has the chance to prevent opponents from attacking. Secondary skill, Juke, doubles her current speed. Passive ability, Unrelenting, makes her regular move speed faster. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Let's retry. I thought it was doing quite well. Crushed! It's kind of like the other one, but... How did it die last time? This guy's got so much health. I'm the one, I'm this one. Maybe I'm supposed to knock him down the bottom. Sorry, didn't realise that. Well, that guy's gone. Oh, crap. Oh, damn it. I'm going to let you go, I'm afraid. I don't think I would have had time to save, but this is I'm going to say the word Meatpunk. I may have to check. We are going to jump 24 hours into the future, roughly, and I'll give my impressions there. Then we'll jump back to the now times, and we'll see what's our next game. Right, I know I'm supposed to draw something with a single line, but I am going to add a title, as I like to do. This is Extreme. You know what? It's all capitals. Oops. Meatpunks. Forever! And these, of course, my impressions, which I will also do in block capitals. No, for the rest of this, I'm going to do it in a single line, apparently. Let's pick a pink. I guess pink and purple, because they're the sort of trans-friendly colours, which is a good way to segue into, I guess, the main point I should make, which is, there's two ways of me thinking about this. Is like, there's a game, and in that game there's a storyline and some gameplay. But the other way of thinking about this is, it is exceedingly rare for me to see any sort of media that is explicitly like made to cater to like LGTB in such a way that it's fairly obvious that that's come from a genuine place rather than sort of a sort of corporate woke brands. I will use the term that woke in quotes because I'm told that we really shouldn't be using that word, but because it's a word for black people and it has a discrete meaning that's been subtly changed, and I won't explain it because I will explain that poorly, but you can probably, if you're interested, you can probably find out reasonably easy on the internet, and so I mean, and if somebody who knows better than me said, you know, probably shouldn't do that, I'm fine not to. But anyway, the story itself of what I saw, which was a colourful cast of characters. You know what? Like already, like that I've used a sort of cliche to describe them, but they genuinely clearly were made to be like, we want to represent certain people. There is like they say all the pronouns and stuff, and that's all lovely. I fully support all of that, and I appreciate the sort of game, the sort of casualness to it of the writing, the baddies of the FASH, and I appreciate, because the story, the more important aspect of the story appears to be just these characters talking to each other, right? And then there's sort of an excuse to show the FASH, and there's a fight with them, and you know, I'm sure they might go into, yeah, you don't really need to say why the FASH is bad. They're the FASH, but it's more about exploring these characters, right? And it's this sort of storybook element, talking about them. And because I didn't finish the story, I can't really judge the story. But yeah, I mean, the character seemed likable. But like, it is more of me saying I like that this exists, and I'm hoping I don't sound condescending, going, "Oh, good job, a thing exists," because I'm not. I don't mean it like that. Because yes, graphically, although I like the style of the, especially the backgrounds with the ASCII art and the drawings, it felt a bit underbaked, As in, they're, you know, they don't have the resources to fully create what they might have wanted to. I don't know, though, what they actually wanted to. Maybe it was exactly on target. So, the gameplay seemed fine. Like, the combat worked. Occasionally I was confused about what I was supposed to do, exactly what I was supposed to do in battle. But it all worked fine. It was reasonably fun. But I will be honest, it isn't the sort of thing that I'm going to be, like, hungering to play more of. But then again, that would be essentially a sort of sport beat-em-up direction. And I'm not really a sport beat-em-up type of guy. My focus, and I feel like it would be dishonest if my focus wasn't this, was the sort of the frame of it. That this comes from a certain perspective. It's a perspective I don't get to see a lot of, and I mean it, like, because there's lots of story. You know, you get like it's fashionable to have sort of little bits of LGBT stuff. I know, like, I know that there are more letters on the end. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to. I don't know the exact. Well, I've got a grease pencil. Lovely. You know what? I was supposed to draw stuff, so I will draw a Meatpunk. I think I picked the perfect pencil to do that with. That is a Meatpunk. Cool. Yes, I really like grease pencil. So yes, what I'm saying is, like, normally, no, sorry, let me gather what I was going to say. Yes, so normally, yes, it is fashionable for big corporate brands to sort of say, oh no, we are for LGBT culture. And let me just say this, I'm cisgendered, straight white male. So, like, I have a limited perspective. I'm having to listen, right? Because there's a lot of things I don't know. But my point is, generally, when you have a bit of this, it's always like a sort of side character. Oh, look, there's this sort of token, a token black guy, like a token gay person. And admittedly, I think a certain amount of that, you kind of have to. You kind of, you're kind of trying to introduce people to. A lot of people will bounce off this game, and part of that is because it doesn't look like a AAA game, and some people just won't ever play AAA games for the same reason people won't play Art School. And a part of that is because people will bounce off the LGBT things, and had they had a smoother path to that, unfortunately, they'll never, like, without the smoother, frictionless path there, which shouldn't be true, but it is. Well, I think I don't know. I sound like I'm making excuses, and I don't want to make excuses for people's ignorance. I'm just saying it's possibly easier to, like, introduce these things on the sidelines and creep them in, which means, pragmatically, sort of an array of sort of, not just tokenism, but a sort of, people will call it forced diversity. That's not even true at all, but, like, it will feel different, right? That's what it is. You'll go, well, I'm not used to this. There's these perspectives I'm not used to, and somebody's forcing them on me. Well, they're not forcing them on you. You can just watch something else. But there's going to be... You just need to get used to that existing. And then once you do, it's ordinary. So what I like about this is... It's just sort of bypass that. It's like, fuck you, we're writing the story. It's about these characters... because they're from a perspective that we know of, and that's what we want, and I admire that. I don't know if the actual game, or, like, I didn't get far enough in the game or the story to really judge that, and I know it. I can understand how patronising it might sound. We go, oh, good for you. Like, I don't mean it like that, but, like, I'm sure it comes across like that anyway. So I'm sorry. My final line, and I need to get better at these sorts of things. My final line is, I'm glad it exists, and I'm glad I played it. Let's hand in this. Oh, and because it would be disingenuous for me not to say, I'm probably not going to play anymore. Like, it's just not... The game itself isn't to my taste. Like, I don't want to pretend I'm going to play more if I'm not going to. That's the sort of thing. See? Well, I guess there was more than one line in that. Anyway. Let's go back to John of the Past. I think it was a couple of days ago, actually. Right. That was Extreme Meatpunks Forever. What's next? Well, apparently, Hex Kit, which is a hex mapping tool for tabletop RPGs by Cone of Negative Energy, but I'm pretty sure that's not a game. We'll look quickly, though, at its page. So yes, you can sort of see this drawing here, which I think is pretty indicative of what this hex kit does. I have actually downloaded it, so we'll have a quick look right at the very end of this video. It just doesn't look bad, to be honest. I didn't realise you could colour it in. But yeah, could come in handy. Let's see what we're actually doing next, though. Right, airships conquer the skies. Design and fight with steampunk airships by Zarkonen. There we go. In Airships Conquer the Skies, you'll need to use all your creativity and skill to design and build, John, fearsome airships and land vehicles to give you the edge in massive aerial battles. Construct your vehicles by piecing together a vast array of modules, choosing weapons, armor types, structures, equipment, and resources in near-endless configurations to allow you to prevail against even the toughest foes. There's a bit more writing there, which I'll leave on the screen for a second if you care to read it. Well, you can see by the screenshots. This one's a particularly interesting screenshot, I think. But what the game's about? As is that. That's kind of an interesting one as well, isn't it? But yes, we'll be checking out this on the next episode. So let's jump into that hex program for the outro. Right, so this is Hex Kit. You just sort of paint the tiles like this. You keep turning them like so. You can make a coastal line in this case. You don't have to randomize them. And there's a slightly more indicative thing. So yeah, it sort of looks like the picture we saw. That kind of makes more sense than me drawing it. Rivers there, and yes, you can sort of fill it in if you like. Yeah, I think you get the idea. So yes, I've been John Proxy. I have no idea how you get the colours, by the way. Welcome and farewell from the proximity. I don't know why I welcomed you right at the end of the video. That was a foolish thing for me to do. I'm recording this later than the video, which I don't normally do, but I was disturbed as I was going to do the outro. But yes, farewell. Thank you for watching this in my Itch.iOdyssey, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.